Hi, how's it going? I just cleaned my kitchen. It's like 9:10 in the morning. I have not been this productive in a morning in a very long time, in all honesty. And that's probably because there was a Nintendo Direct this morning. For me, it was 7 a.m. I know for a lot of other people it was earlier or later. And for the people who was earlier, I apologize. I don't apologize. Why would I apologize for that? It's not my fault. And the people who it was later for, I apologize too, because if you had work or school, then that sucks for you because you probably missed it. But they announced a couple things today. Most of them were Amiibo, which is a cash grab, or cash grab games, which like the free Pokemon thing, the free-to-play Pokemon thing, and the thing that they teased for like Namco Bandai, that was like probably a cash grab because they said it was free to play. Nobody develops anything for free. It's all like, oh, microtransactions to death, and I hate that. But there were two things that I was kind of excited about. For one, they actually acknowledged the fact that the new 3DS exists, and they're gonna get criticized to shit for it over the long run, I believe, personally, because there are exclusive games for it, including Xenoblade, which apparently isn't coming out until 2 months after the system releases, which is kind of weird. But in Canada, it is $230 because of poopy exchange rates. I heard in the US it was $200, and that the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Bundle was $230 in the US, which is like, ugh, I don't know. But like, money is worth a lot less here anyways, so I mean, it's probably, like in the long run, it's probably cheaper here compared to the US because I don't know, everything seems to be less expensive, so like the more expensive things are worth more. I don't know, it makes sense to me. I don't know if that actually makes sense to anybody else, but I'm going to go out this morning, probably in about a half hour, and see if I can find one of the new 3DS XLs, which I'm not particularly proud of doing, but I was going to trade in my copy of Smash Bros. DS and Fiat Rhythm Final Fantasy, because first of all, I didn't like either of those games. Like, neither of them were really what I thought they would be. The Smash Bros. 3DS is cool and all, but I sort of have the mentality that, like, it's got the same roster as the Wii U version. Why wouldn't I just play the Wii U version? Because it's, like, so much better. But yeah, I could see how someone would like having it on the go, but meh, whatever. It's not really my cup of tea. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I could trade those in towards one. Hopefully at EB Games. I don't know. I looked online and it sold out in like a half hour online because EB Games had a listing for it. I think it started at like 8 o'clock and by like 8:20 it was sold out. And I was looking at it, I'm like, should I get this? Should I get this? No, I'll trade in games for it. And then like as soon as I thought like, okay, I'll trade in games for it, it sold out. So I'm hoping that if I go in store, they'll be able to help me out. And if not, I probably won't be too disappointed because in all honesty, I really don't need a new 3DS. I just sort of thought the faceplate looked a little bit cool, but yeah. Majora's Mask hype! Everything seems to be hype about Majora's Mask these days, yeah. Because I got the collector's edition. And if I do manage to get the new 3DS, I don't know if I'm gonna keep the extra collector's edition that I have, because I have 2 pre-ordered. And I might sell the other one, or if I'm gonna like just get rid of it altogether. If I sold it, it would probably pay for a good chunk of the money I spent on the new 3DS. Actually, no, I think I will keep it no matter what. Because yeah, if I'm trading in games towards it, I mean it's not a big deal. But yeah, I'll let you know how that goes.
Oh, Big the cat! Big the cat! You're so big, you cat. Why are you so large? Oh, are you hungry? You want some din? Yeah, you're hungry. You're always hungry.
And about an hour and a half later, and I have a pre-order for the new 3DS, which is kind of weird. Like, it feels weird to have a pre-order for that, because like, not this time last year, but like, a few months ago last year, I was criticizing the fuck out of the new 3DS because it's a blatant cash grab, and I totally fell for it. Nintendo's an evil company, but fuck. So, I'm kind of thinking that I'm gonna keep the pre-order for both of my Majora's Mask things. And like, the only reason I got it, hear me out, is because I figure I could probably get 100, maybe 120 bucks for like my 3DS XL if I sell it with my copy of Smash Bros, which I was planning on getting rid of anyways because I don't ever play it. And then I could sell my Theatrhythm for probably another 20 bucks, maybe like 15, I don't know. I didn't bother to trade them in because EB Games gives shit for trade-in. I actually asked the person, like, so how much would I get if I were to trade in Smash Bros? And she's like, I think she said $15 for that one. And then Theatrhythm was like $4, which is like, what the fuck? I paid $25 for that like a month ago, but yeah. I'm not a big fan of that game, just because it wasn't really what I expected. So yeah, I don't want to say it failed to meet expectations or it was a bad game. It's just not really for me. I've always been more of a Rock Band guy. Speaking of Rock Band, apparently they released DLC for the first time in like 20 months or something like that. I don't know, it's been a while. I used to get DLC for them every once in a while, but my sister's boyfriend went fucking haywire and bought like, God knows how many songs. It was ridiculous. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 songs on Rock Band. Plus I have imports from Green Day Rock Band, Rock Band 1 and 2. I think I have the imports from Lego Rock Band as well. Because I saw Lego Rock Band new in a store for like $10, and I'm like, there's some songs I like on here. I'll just import it and then like basically throw the game in the garbage. And that's basically what I did. Because I sold it to EB Games for like $1, I think, and I'm like, I'm completely fine with this because I did what I wanted to with the game. And there's nothing more I wanted to get out of it. Actually, that sort of makes me think, see, I was listening to Them Crooked Vultures in the car, and they're like, every time I listen to that album by them, I'm always surprised by how good it is, because I always expect it to be bad, because the first time I listened to it, I don't think I really got it, because I hadn't listened to Queens of the Stone Age, I hadn't really ever listened to Led Zeppelin either, so I just had like the Foo Fighters background, and I'm like, this sucks, I want Foo Fighters. And now I hear like the Queens of the Stone Age influence, and I hear the Led Zeppelin influence. You can really, really hear the Led Zeppelin influence in Spinning in Daffodils and Interlude with Ludes. Those are like two very, very prominent Led Zeppelin songs that are like definitely not Foo Fighters and definitely not Queens of the Stone Age. Because the first time I heard the album, the only song I really liked was New Fang, and that's because that's like the Foo Fighters song of the album, and now I think it's actually one of the more mediocre ones, but yeah. That song has always, that album, with the exception of like Interlude with Ludes, has always been like an 8 out of 9 album, and I'll explain what that means in a minute, because it's not what you think. And Interlude with Ludes is a 7 out of 9, and that's not a rating. That's not a rating of how good it is. That's a rating of like, if it were to be in Rock Band, that's what like tier it would be on. It would be on like the 8th tier of 9, and like, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense, but I've always associated that with that album, which probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's a good album. You should go listen to it. You should also go listen to other things, such as Queens of the Stone Age. They're a very, very good band. One of the albums that I really like that not a lot of people listen to is Rated R, and that's because it's like a little bit of like, what is going on here? Like, you have songs like Tension Head and Feel Good Hit of the Summer, which are like, well, Tension Head is like fucking like screaming at the top of your lungs. Feel Good Hit of the Summer is like nicotine, Valium, Vicodin, marijuana, ecstasy, and alcohol. That's like the lyrics to the entire song, and it's fucking awesome if they play it live, because they played it live when I saw them, and I nearly shit a brick because the entire place just went fucking nuts. Like, for one of their lesser known songs, you wouldn't really think that it would be like that big at a concert, but it really is, because it's like a cult song, which is awesome. But yeah, they also have songs on that, like Better Living Through Chemistry and God, what is the fucking song called? I can't remember what it's called. God. In the Fade. I was singing it in my head, and I was like about to look at my phone and see what it was. But yeah, Better Living Through Chemistry and In the Fade, which for some reason I have never been able to remember the title of. Those are my two favorite songs by them, which are fucking awesome. Like, if you ever hear me, like, if I'm hanging out or whatever, go like... like that on my knee, like sort of to that general beat, that's probably the song that's stuck in my head, because I do that all the fucking time, and it's always stuck in my head. But yeah, that song is awesome, and the album also has songs like Autopilot, which are like really, really mellow and chill. So yeah, it's got something for everyone. It's got something for the screamer, for like the rock song guy. It's got something for like the, I don't know, you could probably call Better Living Through Chemistry progressive. Definitely not progressive metal, but just progressive. It's got like a good build up to it. And that's a song that I honestly thought like would have been played in The Matrix, because it fits it so perfectly in my eyes. Like, you could just imagine the guy going like, whoa, to that song. But yeah, this vlog is totally derailed into just music, but yeah. They're an awesome band, and go listen to them. But that's pretty much going to be it for this vlog. Thank you guys very much for watching. Actually, one more thing that I wanted to note is I found it so weird that they use Love Is Not Enough by Nine Inch Nails for the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy. I just thought that was the weirdest thing. And my mom was sitting there watching this trailer with me because we got like something called Show Me, and she was like jacking off about how great it was, and then she went and watched a bunch of previews, and she's like, this song is actually pretty good, I like it. I'm like, this is Nine Inch Nails, Mom. Like, what the fuck? I thought it was kind of funny, but anyways, that's gonna be it for this vlog. Thank you guys very much for watching. Sorry this has been super fucking long. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Nintendo Direct, because that was basically the first point of this vlog, and yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!